Well, hello again and welcome back. So yeah, another little opportunity to get out. I've come to my all-time favourite spot, the North End of Withernsea, and I'm fishing from, it's about an hour after low, maybe hour and a half after low tide. It's only a very, very small tide, the smallest of the set, I believe. But there's plenty of colour. There's probably 200 yards of colour. Our tide's at 11:30, so whether or not I'll stay well then I don't know, but we'll see how it goes. So the target for tonight, I've got a little bit of experiment going on because I haven't got any worm, so I can't really fish realistically for sole. But what I've done is I've got 3 fish baits, so 2 sand eel and a squid, if you want to call squid a fish bait. And I'm fishing that at about 25 yards, same distance as I did the other night. It'll be interesting to see what it brings in. And then the other rod, I've just clipped a straight piece of crab, and I haven't whacked it right out. I've hit it a decent way. My theory tonight is that because it is the bottom of the set of tides, if you like, the lowest tide of the set, I think that the mayweed's going to be less active. That's the theory. So on that basis, I'm going to be okay, I think, to be whacking it out and fishing for some, what I would call some decent fish. So whether or not there's any smoothhounds about, I'm not really bothered. My primary target species tonight, it would be lovely to catch a spotted ray. I've not had one for a couple of years. And I do know there was at least one down here over the weekend. So that's the plan. And we'll just kind of keep an eye on what's going on. There's a couple of other anglers down. I think Dave Hart's down at towards Withernsea from where I am. There's another lad further up. But the beach hasn't changed. The beach has not changed. So, and I do like the look of it. I do like the look of it down here. It just looks really good, especially at low tide on these little tides. But what we've got, it's absolutely dead flat, just as I like it on a calm sea. There's my favourite little clear patch. So there's only about less than 10 yards of stones there. So I'll fish through that obviously at high tide. And yeah, at the moment, I just like the feel of it. It just looks like a really good place to fish. And I'm quite looking forward to the Kev Hewitt match at the weekend. That's going to be a good session. 5.9 metre tide, which is a big tide. I do think the mayweed will be a problem then, but they're all bridges to be crossed as they arise, shall we say. So we'll get on with the fishing. We'll enjoy the beautiful sun and just the early summer evening feel about it. And if we get any fish, happy days. And if we don't, it's just nice to be out. So yeah, we'll see how we go. Well, there's our first fish of the evening. Nicely marked smoothhound. Not a massive fish, but shows up there's fish out there, so let's see what more there is. Go put him back. Feels like another hound, I think, this one. Not much of a size, I don't think. Pretty solid though, pretty solid fish. It's a better size fish. So there we go. On the smoothhound, a bit bigger, maybe £5 or £6, something like that. But yeah, nice fish. See if there's any more about. Well, there's a cracking little double there. Cracking little double shot. Let's just get this camera sorted. Yeah, so the experiment to a degree has worked. First cast I put it just behind the wave and I didn't get any bite or anything, and then so I just sort of hit it about, I don't know, maybe 30 yards, and there was a lovely little double shot, a dab and a turbot. So that's not a bad little addition to the evening. Lovely little fish turbot, just a shame we don't get them any bigger. Just could do with them a bit bigger, but we can't grumble, still nice to see. It's a good bite, that's taken a bit of time, that's been out quite a long while that. Just come slack a little bit, see what happens. Looks like it's still there, just a bit of tremoring. Well, that's a good bite. That is a good bite, that. Well, that gave a couple of very, very strong lunges and a cracking bite when it went over. Really did arc over. So it's just sort of coming in fairly steadily at the moment. I can feel a bit of solid weight there, but there's a good chance this could be a good fish. I think this is a bass. It was just shot off. Second, I don't know how much line. Could be wrong. Oh no. Is it? Bass. The bass. Oh my god. Wow. 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 I don't know what to say about that. I do not know what to say about that. That is massive. What a beast of a fish that is. Wow. Wow. Well, it's about probably 68, but the depth in it, that is just unbelievable. That, what a fish. What a fish. Right, we'll see if we can get him back then. Wow. Well, that was a spectacular fish, that. Spectacular fish. Second biggest bass I've ever caught, that's a beaut. Yeah, worthwhile coming. Well, we're an evening so far. It's been a bit of a strange one really, because I thought that once the fish come on, they would be on. But there was nothing first cast. Then there was 2 hounds. Then I don't know if I had a bite again or not. I don't know if I had that bass. Oh, there's a good bite. There is a good bite. Let's just see if we can get on that again. That was a cracking bite, that. On that little close-in rod. It's obviously bitten it and then disappeared by the looks of it. But yeah, if I was guessing, I'd have said that might have been a bass bite. But let's see what happens. Well, considering there's no tide, that has gone a hell of a way around, as that. A hell of a way around. But yeah, it feels pretty solid. Feels like there'll be another hound on. Quite a bit of mayweed. Yeah, that's kind of nearly right the way through the line, is that? That's no doubt going to be a problem. It's just a shame that we get mayweed at this time of year. and I won't say it stops the fishing, but it spoils it, because when I've got something decent on like this Smoothhound, you don't want to be having to stop and pull all this weed off and what have you. Yeah, it's not a bad fish. Put up a good account of it for itself. Another one about £5 or £6 probably. A whiting. Well, I didn't expect that. Taking the sand eel. Adds to the species list for the evening, I suppose. Well, I've just had my last cast, and what a night, beautiful night, really nice, intense sunset, hardly any wind. It's been a really nice night, so you know, it's not been affected by the wind really. It's not like it was the other day, that's for sure. But yeah, the fishing's been pretty good. I've not caught as many fish, but the quality, especially that bass has made the night. What a magnificent fish that was, really good. But yeah, I've still managed smoothhound, bass, turbot, dab, whiting. Yeah, there's still a mixture of species, but there's no doubt it's gone quiet, and this is what happened the other day. It's gone quiet towards top of tide. I probably haven't had a bite in the last cast, so hence I've made my last cast on each rod, and yeah, we'll just we'll give it another quarter of an hour, be packing away, and looking forward to the weekend. We've got a nice a good match at the weekend coming up. That should be good. Kev Hewitt Memorial, so I'll probably be down here again, same spot, and targeting smoothhounds. I think that'll be the plan. It's going to be calm, it's going to be a big tide. I think the weed will be a problem, but yeah, it's going to be a nice weekend, no doubt about it. So that just leaves me to say, well, thanks again for everybody's support. It's all been very much appreciated. Comments and likes and subscribers and everything else. It's all going nicely, and I hope everybody's finding some of the information I'm giving is a bit useful, you know, and hopefully you might be able to use that to your advantage at some point. So that just leaves me to say, as usual, all the best. Thanks very much. Oh, there's a good bite. Looks like we best have a look at that. Oh yeah. Yeah, that's a nice looking fish, that. Powerful. We'll put him back and fight another day. Bloody hell. What about this is on the close in rod. That literally just nearly got dragged in, did that? Is it still there? Feels like it's just coming slack. This is on, whatever it is. Feeling this might be a smoothhound as well. Well, we're finished with a bit of a flurry. I was expecting it to be dead quiet for packing away, but a bite on each rod. All very well hooked as well. But yeah, look at that. There is another cracking smoothhound, especially on light gear. Brilliant bites. Lovely marked smoothhound, that, on a beautiful summer's evening. Light gear, cracking bite, absolutely superb. Just a fitting end to the evening, been absolutely brilliant again tonight on what is most definitely the premier stretch of beach in the UK. Every time you come down, no matter how big the tide, what the species you're after, it's just a brilliant night, brilliant experience. So yeah, I'll put him back